EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done works. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, he'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Back to throw. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. The ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Right back to the air following that pick 6. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Now he's free at the 35. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but he got the first down, so it's going to be first and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Back to the air one more time. That one taken in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. A try here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Williams. That is intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
They'll run the sneak, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. 70 range. 70 range.
Williams in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Motion man is Rice. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Deep. Was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
No issues there. This one is good. And the Steelers will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And 19, right here. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Set up. Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Motion man is Rice. Here's a run. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. A give left side here for Johnson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion.
Panther 11. 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
19 Lions. Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. Street, street. Dragon 60. Get up.
Throwing again, Williams. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. The Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Walker. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Right back to him on first down. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Second down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
Dobbs headed in motion.
Take out.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Dobbs headed in motion.
Go.
Williams to the air once more. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Seattle.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
7 Pirates. Let's go now.
Throw it again. It's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose. and forcing third down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Open man, left side, he's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's a Steeler first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Back to throw. Now he'll run. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Seahawks scoop it up. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll get this complete to Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Dobbs headed in motion. Throwing on second down. Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Dobbs headed in motion. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And he's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown Seahawks. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Robert Spillane spills him there. Here's a 2nd and 9. They send a receiver in motion left. His throw, a good one. It's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down. Good execution of the double pass. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Fires quickly, it is complete on the slant. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
On throw, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense
for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Now a run on first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Motion man is Rice. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Motion man is Rice. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll motion over Metcalf. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball. And lived to play another snap.
Let's go.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Going for it all. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's dropped off for Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
For a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that 1st down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's complete left side to Pickens. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space, but keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one, a deep shot for Rice. That is going to touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the Steelers will up the lead to 5. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. This one complete right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here's Walker. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He's going to keep it himself.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Set. Hawk 70.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Pioneer. Here we go, set.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Seattle. They always say, Craig, that's a dangerous throw to make, but they execute it for the touchdown.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where it's like, no, yes, right? The ball comes out of his hand, and everybody on the sidelines holding their breath. That is the cardinal rule. Never throw the ball back across the middle of the field, but sometimes you get away with it. In this case, results in a touchdown.
So now, an extra point really doesn't help that much. He'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. Throwing again, Williams. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first down. They'll run. Not much there. Maybe a yard. He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks, as we say, so long from Seattle.